Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris Newbie Tutorial series for version 2.7 of the game. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 14. It's the year 2348 in our empire, which is growing as we took quite a bit of the synthoid matrix over. Now we know that we have the marauders down here. This is going to be a problem. We want to get into that situation. We're over on our fleet cap. We're over on our empire sprawl. We're behind in rare crystals and we're in the hole on energy credits, so we're going to try and get all of this stuff taken care of here. So on Hab B we have a couple of unemployed people, but we're waiting for 2 more to show up so we can unlock a slot and give them some jobs. Down here on the Relic World it has an open slot, 2 jobs available. I'm not going to worry about filling that slot for a little bit. I want to see what's going to happen with some stuff. This planet is a research world. It has 6 jobs available, so there's no reason to hurry up with that. The archaeological site, pending. The Initiative Moon Base was kept operational for several centuries, but with no signs of containment failure. The forces were gradually scaled back. Shifting alliances and infighting between the various initiative members eventually left the base completely deserted. Automated systems were left in place to maintain the shielding surrounding Party C's homeworld, and they have incredibly remained functional until now. Oh yeah, so we read that last time. That's just, it's like keep going. Okay, there's a Federation invitation. We're part of a Federation now, and you can see, and this is archaeological site discovered. Where's this one at? Right here in Raima. Oh, well, we need to get a science ship over there. What's that person doing? Assisting research. Why don't you go excavate that site? Hab A has also people unemployed. We're waiting for it to unlock as well. There's some piracy going on up here, but it doesn't really matter because none of that's ever going to get over here anyway until we claim this land. I do want to figure out what's going on with our fundage here. Part of that is, oh yes, the price of alloys has gone way up. It used to be down to 4 and now it's 11 a month. That's putting us in a hole buying that every month. So if we do that, that gets us to 1K. So that's why that happened. The price went up because other people are buying them. We would like to join the Great United Federation. Who are these guys? They're the Mirren Alliance of Colonies. I say agree. Let's see if that actually happens. And yes, we say sure. We like our federation because it's a science-based federation. You could see the Galactic community. You can see a federation up here. This is what they call a research cooperative. You can see all the members in it. You can see members, and it shows their economy. We're slightly behind the Larango Shipping Alliance. And as your levels in your federation go up, there get to be perks involved. So for instance, federal research agreements have their research speed increased by 5%, research speed plus 5%, research autonomous plus 1. You get all the way up here, you get another envoy. During the endgame crisis, gain 20% research speed. That's really nice. And the continued federal research agreements continue to have their boost. So each time you have a research alliance with these people in your alliance, it keeps getting a boost, which is really nice. Megastructure build capacity plus 1 at the end. That's very nice. So these are your members. And now you can go into laws, and this is where we have to. This is where you want to start tweaking things pretty much right away. This cohesion, total cohesion minus 99, monthly cohesion impact. So this is how well your alliance hangs together, and it's going to earn experience as it goes. Secession type rotation random challenge requires centralization to be low or higher. Fleet contribution centralization low. In order for that to unlock, we need to be Federation level 2. As you start to go up this, what you want is to get control of this federation. Otherwise, going to war can be a little bit difficult in certain situations. But right now, what I want to do then is it was So you can see that was really expensive. We can go in here and we can still buy some. We just don't want to automatically buy a whole ton of them because obviously the cost is really expensive. So if we go in here and buy like, I don't know how many we were buying. Let's find out what that does. Drops us down to 619, so we can afford to buy like 50 a month. It just helps us because we're gonna need them to build things. So we did have them maxed out their last episode for a little while. I'm gonna keep pinging this number up until it drops us down around 200 or so. Yeah, 188. That's kind of perfect. Our empire's in really good shape, though. I like this. And then let's look at Senate is in session. What are they voting on the Senate floor? The Yankee Conservation Act. The thing that I really want is greater than ourselves. There's intermediate support. It would cost us 200. We are in breach of this resolution. Chattel slavery, livestock, and grid amalgamation is banned. Basic subsistence and stratified economy is banned. Oh. Well, we can go into there. Basic subsistence and stratified economy. Economic economy. Militarized. Consumer goods from jobs, minus 25. Alloys from jobs, plus 15. Or no bonuses or penalties to anything. Oh, I see. Well, we're doing so good with consumer, it's good to probably be militarized. I think the subsistence living thing has to go on here. If we set default rights for stratified living standards. Okay, so social welfare. Rulers upkeep 10, 10, 10. Everybody's 10%. So what they said was, we got to get ready for this. Stratified economy and basic subsistence. So... And I think stratified economy and basic subsistence. Let's go down to us. Stratified economy and basic subsistence. So here's a stratified economy. So basic subsistence is banned by that, and stratified, which is what we use. So workers upkeep is 0.1. Unemployed pops have reduced happiness. Now, academic privilege is a really neat one because unemployed pops, let's see, it's not, oh no, it's Utopian Abundance. Utopian Abundance is kind of neat if you play a race that can do it because unemployed pops contribute to research. We can do decent conditions, which is workers have 0.25 upkeep compared to 0.1, or we can do social welfare when they have 0.5 upkeep. That is a significant boost. Unemployed pops have normal happiness and produce unity. So decent conditions, unemployed pops have reduced happiness. Academic privilege is workers 0.25, rulers political power 900%, specialists political power 400%. Okay. So that's for 0.25 compared to decent conditions, which is also 0.25. But it gives more political power to people. And chemical bliss is the thing that I was saying. If you ever take over another humanoid faction, you want to turn that on. They won't produce as many resources, but they get really happy. And it helps counter how unhappy they are at being conquered. If we switch to academic privilege, we're going to take a hit here with consumer goods. I'm not quite sure how steep that is, but let's see. We're going to do that and see how steep it is at the end of this month here. So now we can go back here and we can see that greater than ourselves, we are in breach of this resolution. Basic subsistence and stratified economy living standards are banned.
Research concluded.
Why are we still in breach of this, it says?
Fleet enhancement supplied.
Oh, wait a minute, because we probably have to do that for everybody. So hold on. If we do set default rights. Yeah, I want to do academic privilege for everyone. And I think that sets it for everybody.
Research concluded.
Let's see, showing empire species. Academic privilege, but if we go into think you have to go into every individual one, which is kind of a little bit tedious. Gateway construction, I'd very much, and the science nexus. So now, unlocking future things. Science nexus is kind of nice. We should probably do that. Get ready to start building that. The Titan would be really nice. This is repeatable armor hit points. Minerals from jobs is really cheap though. So let's go back into our species and continue to look at this. Stratified economy. So if I change them to academic privilege, how many of these do I have to change before it says I'm no longer in breach of this? Greater than ourselves. We are in breach. Okay. Scientist has died. So he was on this ship. Where is this ship at? Right down there. It was going over there to do that archaeological dig site. So I could pick this person or this person or this person. Let's grab the particles person. To learn some valuable. Want to go through my species. I have always thought that set default rights here should set it for everybody, but it doesn't. And there's no way to select all the species at one time. So show galaxy species, show empire species. So it's always kind of surprised me a little bit that it doesn't work that way. Academic privilege or default rights, and I have to go in here and I have to set their rights individually, which is just it's just a little bit annoying. So every now and then there are things in the game that are a little bit annoying like that. But as we start to set these, hopefully we'll see. I'll bet you there's a faster way to do this and I just don't know what it is. But if we do this, we should not be in breach of that galactic law, and then we shouldn't have to worry about those penalties. Yeah, you can see it's starting to take a hit there in our consumer goods. So in our consumer goods, we need people at these places where we have consumer goods. We're going to need them down here. Hey, this is right here. These people have, they have 4 specialists that are not doing any jobs. Well, and you can put an alien zoo on this planet. So let me talk about that real briefly. Some planets allow you to have an alien zoo, and let's say right there, Isolated Valley, max alien zoo. So not every planet allows that. This one does, and what this does is entertainer jobs +1, culture jobs +2, and job space reduction. They produce a little bit of research as well. So on any planet that allows something like that, I like to do that. I'm going to raise one of these up to provide 3 more jobs as well. It uses gases, and we're getting 17 a month from those. Then I'm going to go back to species here and Chagwala. Academic privilege for them. So I just am not quite sure why. It's one of the things about chemical breaths is when you come in here and you do this to a species, you need to remember to go back and change it later when they're fully conquered and they're actually happy and you can turn it off. So that Mirren, they're already set to. One of them was set to. So the nomads, and I guess, yeah, interesting. So what if I just do academic privilege? But I gotta go in here and change it. That's just weird. It just seems weird to me. So I'm just, never mind. Oh yeah, I want to apply this template. Apply that template to all of those people. Let's research it. It'll only take 4 months. And we'll do all of this stuff. Get all of these people. Let the clock run here for a little bit. Academic privilege. Robots, I don't think, yeah, they don't really count. They're in servitude, so they're not anything we got to worry about. Later on, you can bring them out of servitude if you want to, and raise them up and give them full rights. So now you can see how it's really affecting our consumer goods to change these. Academic privilege. Stratified. Let's go academic privilege. Let's pause the game because we just got a notification. We'll do all of these until the game tells us we're safe. Alright. We need to pick another one of these. Now, domination. Governor level cap. Capital buildings and housing buildings provide +1 each. That's nice. Enforcers reduce crime. Resources from workers are +5%, and ruler level cap is increased by 2. Leader lifespan. Ship build speed is increased by 33%, and the ship fire rate is increased by 15% for ships only inside your borders. It's great during a defensive war. And +5 stability on all your planets. Governing ethics attraction is increased by 25%. I'm going to go with harmony because I want the governing ethics and I want the ship fire rate inside my own domain, which is really important during endgame crisis and when you have some hostile people working at you. All this stuff matches his expertise in propulsion, which is awesome. I'm going to go for the cheapest thing, so that I can get that research out of the way and move on to the next thing. But now we can get a clearer picture here of what's going on. So this planet is now up to 5 people. We're going to give it robots. We're going to say mining world for right now. We're going to give it the decisions so people will immigrate here faster. And I think because of the rate we're going to need consumer goods, we're going to specialize that planet that way. Let's go back to species modification. Apply that template to all you guys. That'll take all of 2 seconds. 3 months, you'll be done. Senate is voted and passed the Tianki Conservation Act. Antimatter missiles. Now we can still. The Titan's a ways off. This is cheap. Durasteel armor. Let's get that. Make our ships a little stronger. This research planet now has 4 people who are unemployed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise this up. How many? We're down to 4 motes per month. We're going to raise that, and we're going to raise some research and give them some more jobs. Hab B, still waiting for a couple more. One more person that we can build something. Yep. So we go to these species here now. This is the thing to do, is to keep checking this and see. We are in breach of this resolution, so we still have species to move over somehow. So they're set to academic privilege. Oh, what are you guys set to? Academic privilege, but we want to apply this template. What about these guys? Stratified economy. Okay. No applicable pops living in any of our own planets. Oh, okay, I see. Academic privilege. If I just go down here and do each one linearly in order, I should be able to see this. So the Lechax is the last one we were on. It's now possible to activate one of our relics. We're still in breach of that law. The Lorongo. Stratified economy. Okay. Lorongo. Just checking all these guys, checking all the boxes. Yeah, I would advise anybody to go out here and look and see if there's actually a faster way to do this. There we go. That was the majority of our people. Because if there's not, it's a bit disappointing, especially when you start to get this many species.
Research concluded.
Robots don't count. Sildain. We're almost done. Okay, and I'm pretty sure these last ones are done. The Vengral. The Visari. Okay, that should be everybody. Let's check. Yes, and now we are no longer in breach of that galactic law. So we can go in here and we can say propose this 200 influence. Ends up down here at the bottom. And then there's nothing. Senate is in recess. So we can propose this as an emergency measure. Which I would almost like to do right now. I'm going to wait for it to go up and see how it does on its own. Research. Durasteel armor. Oh, medular just out plus 10%. Would be great. Alright. Yeah, so switching everybody over to academic privilege certainly puts a drain on your consumer resource, but we will switch that around over time here. We will get that taken care of. If nothing else, we can buy them if we have to, but I would prefer to just be able to straight up build them. Actually, I'd like to move some of you people. What, your continental world? Give me another continental world with that on it. Damia 2. Let's move some of you to Damia 2. Damia 2. Unemployed person. Oh, fast robot. That's okay. And some clerks.
Construction project concluded.
So clerks move, and then we can go to Damia 2 and say, hey, look, consumer jobs. Make civilian industries. Oh. And I'm going to have them make a Ministry of Production. Alright, a weak but insistent signal transmits on repeat in the distal system. The ISS Newton has pinpointed its source to emanating from within the mouth of a destabilized subspace rift at the system's edge. What could be on the other side? Perhaps we shall see. This is in the distal system. The distal system, where is that? Right there. Oh, fun. Okay, now what are you doing? Yeah, you're gonna check that wormhole out for us, aren't you? Trappist has been terraformed, so we can colonize that one. This is Trappist 6. Tell us what we got here, buddy. 6 days. Tell us where this wormhole goes. Alright, where does it take off to? It doesn't go anywhere. It connects to the Duix system. The Duix system, where's that? Oh, right there. It's this little hidden system there. Oh, I see. What's in Duix? Oh, looky here. The Nar Horde. 15,000. We should probably send some people over there to help. And we could, down here, in fact. Where's this gateway go? Right there? Yeah, that might be something to do. Might want to send some of our fleets down here and start to beat these guys back. What do we have over here? 130. These guys need a leader. Let's give them one. Evasion and sublight speed. Since we have so many corvettes, ship fire rate or evasion. I'm going to go ship fire rate because that'll translate to the bigger ships too. Upgrade a few ships. What else do we have? So you're upgrading. You could also upgrade. And then your this one group of ships is all by itself. Alright. Psionic Entity. The IS Newton has encountered a massive being of pure energy in the Duix system. Ooh, a veritable vortex of psionic forces. This entity should only be approached with the utmost caution. Bafflingly, the Duix system itself seems to be entirely devoid of any connection to the subspace hyperlane network. Whether this entity's presence has severed the system's hyperlane connections, or if unexpected subspace fluctuations trapped it here is unknown. One matter is known, however. The repeating signal we first registered in the distal system appears to originate from Duix.
Evading hostiles.
I'm going to pause it because I want to see this. This is always a really cool thing. No. Turn. Give me access to the system, you turkey. Go into the Duix system. Here we go. So this is always a lot of fun to get a look at this guy. Oh, it's just gonna... Oh, wow. Okay, that's all we gotta see. And then we're out of there. Well then, in that case, science ship, why don't you go over here? Tell me where that wormhole goes. I'd like to be able to start constructing gateways. So we'll have to start thinking about that. Here, this planet has 3 unemployed pops. Well then, I think the thing to do is to raise up one of these buildings. The Visari Synthoid Matrix is no longer a valid rival for our empire. Because they're too small now? The Synthoid Matrix. Ooh, look at... Yeah, they're pathetic. Their fleet power is equivalent, though. They're currently at war with the Obadan Synchrocyct Assemblies and the United Jugwalas. So, Obadan Synchrocyct Assemblies, part of the Star League. Okay. And we lost a research person. We lost a person doing this. Well, we have this person who's got particle physics experience, or we can grab this guy who, look, oh yeah, of all the coincidences, he has speed in computing. So, go finish the science nexus.
Supplied. Research concluded.
More research concluded. Naval capacity, that's getting us close to where we need Mega Shipyard. This is a really, really incredible thing to have access to. So yes, we want to research that. It's another mega structure. And mega structures are awesome. I love the Mega Shipyard. It's just so fantastic.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
Okay, and the wormhole. He says, hey, I know where this goes. Where's it go? It goes way over here on this side. Oh. Okay. Anything else? There's a wormhole over here, and there's a wormhole over there. Okay, and those are all in... Amazingly, they're all in space that's open to us. So why don't we go find out where that one goes? Take a look at my situation log here. Drone study available. Let's just do that and get it off the board. There's a bunch of stuff here that can alien species procurement. Okay. Can finish that quest.
Special project concluded.
Mining drone work. So here's what I was saying very early in the game. You can either get bonus to mining drone damage or mining station mineral outputs plus 10%. Yeah, we'll take that. Let's see what that looks like at the end of the month. We're going to go from 405 to what? Yes. Extend our agreement. 437. So that whole 10% was worth about 30 points. Still, I don't see that as a problem, but I do. Oh, and our thing is useful now, our relic. We can activate it again. Hab B, yes, put them on Hab B. Alright, Hab B, they show up on Hab B. Given the naval capacity is one of our first issues here, I think what I'd like to do is build a stronghold. I always like to put a stronghold on one of these, and then a commercial zone, because the commercial zone will very much boost trade in that system, and it also provides amenities, but it upgraded, it provides 10 whole jobs. And then I want to start getting refineries on it. I might do the commercial zones first, since there are 6 unemployed people there. On this agri world, it says, hey, look at us, we got... Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to build the rest of that as cities. Okay, these guys are researching mega stuff. 6,000 for improved strike craft. That's kind of small. Do that. Get that out of the way. I need to get some more people moved to Elthior. Oh, and Hab A, it does the same thing. It's got its first slot. So let's do commercial zones. That way we can start to provide jobs for those people. And these guys have decided that, hey, they want to come right up at 20,000. They have a fleet of 20,000. Wow. Well, look at them. It's almost like they think they're going to come in here and storm us or something. Here's our defense grid supercomputer. While we have them here, let's take a look at their fleets and see if we're set up to defend against them correctly. They have a lot more kinetic use now on their battleships. They're using kinetics because they know we're using shields. They're split. They have a little more shields than armor. So that's what their battleships look like. They're still using lots of missiles though. They haven't really changed the design. They're using lots of missiles and armor against those. So the way we're set up right now is probably the most appropriate. Yeah, they're still using a lot of missiles, which is why we had so many picket defense ships in our fleet.
Research concluded.
So on this particular thing, it has 17 of 23 defenses, and it has quite a bit of the longer range ones. I'm going to add some of the more medium range ones then. What rightfully belongs to us, the sovereign LeChoc's domains, has audaciously laid claim to the Abdrade system. Okay, hold on. So now someone's trying to claim some of our systems here. So I want to get those fully set up, and I also want to look at... We have room here for 2 more things, empty modules. So target uplink computer makes our ship weapon range greater. And then in this last slot, this right here, our enemy effect on hostile ships, shield hit points -20, or you can go with this collection range. I don't care about that, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do those things, and I'm going to put those at the top. Okay, do that. So Abdrade. Oh, it's these punks, the sovereign LeChoc's domains. Wow. So sovereign LeChoc's domains, they don't like us. They're pathetic, and they're part of this larger coalition of sovereign nations. So the coalition of sovereign nations is 3 people. 1, 2, 3. It's just the 3 of them. So I could assign an envoy to improve relations. Who am I in a federation with? Let's find out. We're the Nomads. We're in the United Information Alliance, and we're with the Mirans, Lorongo, and Glostwarhini. So I have someone working on Glostwarhini, and I could take them and I could reassign it to this other group of people and try to make them a little less hostile against me because they're claiming my systems. That's not nice. I don't want to be going to war on a 3-war front. So that's very nice to have. Neutronium armor. It's a nice upgrade. Yeah, what are we going to do here? See, this is when I'd really like to be able to start building gateways, because I'd like to put a gateway at each one of these systems. And this is a choke point. This needs to be a choke point. So I'm going to upgrade this even though we don't have an extra slot here. It's just going to cost us. Whispers and rumors concerning the possible ties to organized crime have surrounded Governor for some time now. The Governor has dismissed these claims, so she gleans the corrupt trait. One of our governors does in one of our systems. Oh, look. So corrupt. So when you see something like this, if you don't want crime to go up in your system, you just go replace this person. So you can recruit a new person and say, yeah. Which system is that in? Governing the Nomad system, which we do have research in. So I'm going to grab this research person, and I'm going to assign her And then I'm going to go over to my leaders and I'm going to say, you, off with you. Yeah, like this guy commanding this fleet, he's got a negative trait. I like the ship weapon range, sublight speed, evasion -5%. He's going to die soon anyway, so I'm not going to worry about replacing him. This person is taking a leader experience gain in the shorts there. So do I have anybody that's like marginally better? This person has build speed. What? And they're governing the Kiram sector. Yeah, and that's a new sector. I'm going to recruit that person. And I'm going to go to Kiram and I'm going to say, hey, give me this person instead. And take that leader and axe him. He can go bye-bye. Kiram says, hey, we've got space to build. So we put the Stronghold on there. They're relatively new. One, they don't have, well, this unemployed specialist is going to work this. It's not a Stronghold that I want, you big dummy. It's a robot assembly plant. He's going to work this robot job, so that'll be good. This place, also same thing. So robots, set it up for mining. It's going to do mining and food, though. We said that. Mining MFR, mining food research. And go build stuff. This one, same thing. Robot assembly. Make it Agri World. Give it the decision. This world has its second slot opened up. So we can do lots of things. Considering where we're at with naval capacity, I'm going to build a Stronghold next. Do that. Hab B says, hey, I still have one unemployed person, and this is crystals to raise it up, and we're already short on crystals. So I want to raise that one up. I just want to wait for more people to show up, and we'll give them unlock a building and give them a job that way. This. Okay, another archaeological thing. Disappearance. The disappearance of this planet's original population remains a mystery. Once the shield went up and they were isolated from the rest of their interstellar empire, they likely faced mass famine and civil unrest as they struggled to support their capital's massive populations with what limited resources they had. Yet there are no signs that they demolished parts of their city planet to cultivate the land. Nothing suggests that any significant fighting took place after the shield went up, and there are no remains, fossilized or otherwise, of the inhabitants. It's likely they simply vanished in the thin air. It's like they simply vanished, not likely. Well, that's funny. Well, that sounds interesting. Alright, what I want to do is take a look at my systems here. Nomad Shipyard. Where's this one at? Right there. That shipyard. What is this? That's just a shipyard? No, it's not. Okay. I'm going to dismantle that because we don't need that there. I'm going to downgrade that. It's not even fully built. And that'll give us room over here to build this one that we're building as a choke point here. And who are you? Obedin, Synchrocyct Assemblies. Great. Good for them. Alrighty. And let's see. Kiram Shipyard is way up here by itself. Give it a Fleet Academy for sure. Oh, and change these two things. Change that. Put anchorage on it. Upgrade it to a citadel.
Research concluded.
When you got the stuff, just keep upgrading them to citadels. Gateway construction, that's what I really want. We need gateways. And I could go in here, technology, and I could say, hey, he's 62. Let's switch him with this guy. And that leaves a science ship. this person is down here. Where did this go? All the way up there. Wow. Fascinating. Okay, go find out about that one. And then this science ship says, I don't have anybody helping me do things here. Continue excavating that site. Our construction ships are just hanging loose.
Initial colonization phase commencing.
And we're colonizing something, which is good. Our empire sprawl is a little high, so we're going to want to fix that with some of our bureaucracy points.
Project concluded.
Because right now we're taking a small penalty, 5% to technology costs, 8% to tradition adoption costs. So all of those things I want to go away. I'm not going to adjust that. I got 26k of food in the bank, so just want to hang on to that. Oh yeah, we can move some of these people. Let's move them to a bureaucratic continental world. That would be Uthan. Let's resettle some of them to Uthan. Yep. Let's resettle the clerks. That's one thing that your homeworld is really good at, is it generates people, and you can just, and this requires crystals too. That's too bad, but we need the empire sprawl, so I'm going to raise both of those up. Neutronium armor, what a very nice upgrade that is. Civilian repli complexes. I need one of these. Which one of these? Oh, there's a habitat right there. Zimpok. Okay. Oh, and these physics researchers from jobs. Wow, this is a nice bonus. Wild storms. We definitely want this to be a research world. So we're going to go in here and we're going to say energy and mining and research is what it's going to do. We need to demolish these things. So no good. I don't want to repair the commercial zones. Instead, what I want to build is robots. Protests. Same situation. Robot assembly. Just dismantle it. And put robot assembly down on it. This planet is going to be... Let's do mining and refineries. Let's get some refinery stuff on there too. Let's dedicate some planets to refineries, because the habitats are going to take a while to get up as well.
Research concluded.
Civilian repli complexes, devastator torpedoes, impulse thruster, quantum missiles. Okay, so that wormhole was explored. Where does it go? Way over there towards an Elgate. Ooh, how convenient. Okay, I want you to come over here. I want you to finish up the research there. You'll find a quick way over there, hopefully. Yeah, the homeworld here, this is a... It's got 5 available jobs. They're all clerk jobs. Like, you can move people off of it up to down to 80, and then because 80 is what it takes to unlock this last slot, or 75 or something like that. So we could still move a few more people here. I could move them to a habitat like Hab B. Should be way down here. So if I wanted to take some of these clerks, you don't have to worry about habitability on a habitat. Everybody has the same amount of habitability on a habitat. So, governing ethics attraction. I want this stability thing. That's what I really want. That's what I'm going after. So here's this, and we can say, hey, right away put crystals on that, and then we'll worry about the other stuff. And this is upgraded for crystals, so I don't want to upgrade it.
Research concluded.
Research Mega Shipyard, yay! Strategic Coordination Center, which is very nice. This provides some bonuses to your military stuff. Starbase capacity, I want that. It really feels like we're just... Oh, Synthoid Matrix.
Research concluded.
It really feels like we're sitting around trying to figure out which war to go into right now, because they're all potentially very dangerous. And we got to get those up there. So let's see. Damia 2. Yeah, and these require, yeah, crystal. Everything, most stuff requires crystals for upgrading, it seems like. So it's just kind of like, really? That's a place to move some of our continental people to, though, is Damia. And here's another one. This is great. There's more jobs here on this planet, so keep building those. And then what quite often happens is I will replace clone vats and robot assembly plants with more of these buildings that actually produce output. It depends on if I have ring worlds to send the excess population to or not. If you have ring worlds and you're building them pretty quickly, then leaving these things on these planets and having the robots and the biological pops grow really fast is really good, because then it just shuffles them off, especially if you automatically have greater than yourselves set up. Voting and act resolutions.
Initial colonization
Ban the
phase
sentient
complete.
slave trade, yes. This planet, colony, decisions. We're going to make it energy. It's got lots of stuff, so we can do like energy, food, and something else. I don't know what buildings we're going to focus it on, but for now, go build those ahead of time. Let it have some room to grow. Consumer goods. That's the thing we gotta fix. Oh, hey, more here on the Relic World. Evacuation day. The eerie and empty streets of this abandoned planet-wide city still do not betray what happened to the original inhabitants. Posters and pamphlets have been discovered that mention some sort of evacuation day. They are typically accompanied by pictures of a galaxy that our astronomers do not recognize. Evacuation day. Today is the day. Report to your nearest relocation center as soon as possible to begin your new life. They went somewhere else. Breakthrough chance. This reflects the chance of your scientists making a breakthrough during the excavation of the current site. Minus 50%. That is funny. Okay. Relic World. Yes, let's raise that Capitol building thing up. This is a world that was able to handle all of these extra mote harvesting, crystal traps, and things like that. So what I really wanted to do with it was just continue to put research down on it. Put a research institute on it. I don't know if that, on a planet this small with only 2 research buildings, if it's better to put that on there or just put research on there. Jobs-based production 5. Science director. I'm going to put that on there. And then we'll raise these up over time. That provides 1 job, so we're going to want to upgrade that. That costs gases. Tersonia says, hey, over here, we need some jobs. It's like, well, yeah, you do. You got a stronghold. Oh, and you can have mote harvesting traps, 1 per planet. Oh, well, let's just put that there. Research concluded on the Stormfire autocannon. Kinetic weapon damage. Oh, battleship hull hit points. We'll take that. Yep. Vite says, hey, I have room for more. And they passed the banned sentient slave trade, which is nice. So over here. Oh, let's get the clone vats up. So we're just kind of chugging along. Galactic Council emergency measure. They sent moderate research sanctions.
Research concluded.
So we are undecided on this. This is research speed modifiers. Empires that have been denounced are in breach of galactic law. Take penalty to research and diplomatic weight from tech is minus 40%. We'll support that. Starbase capacity plus 2 mega art installation. Fleet command limit. I'd like to get that. Now the only thing I really have to worry about here is consumer goods and crystals. We're at minus 3. Have B, some unemployed people. Uthan says, hey, I don't have any more jobs. What do you want to do with people here?
Research concluded.
I want to move you to Damia 2. Or, yeah, Damia 2. Resettle you to some of you to Damia 2. Let's send you there. Damia 3, Damia 2. Let's send your clerks. So let's send. Lots of clerks there. And that sends these people over here, and we can say, hey, Galactic Stock Exchange, but another civilian industry, Galactic Stock Exchange, that's good. Gateway construction, that's awesome. Okay, Century Array is really, really sweet. We're going to go for artisan output first, but we're going to do that. Century Array is really, really awesome. It's the thing that lets you see ships anywhere in the galaxy. So you no longer have to worry about being close to them. If this enemy has ships over here in an area where we can't see, you get to see them, which is fantabulous. Can we start building gateways yet? Now that we got that gateway construction site. Yes. Okay, so you have to build it in the outer rim here. And it allows you, it's base 100 and 2500 alloys to start, base 100 influence. So I'm going to send that ship to do it. What I like to do with my gateways is put one at each choke point. And then the ships can move really, really quickly from one place to another. So that is a great thing. Okay, here, Bastion. How are these guys doing? The Sovereign Lechak's domains, they're now at 127. Minus. If we can make them a little bit happier, maybe they won't be inclined to come at us with their Federation. What are we looking at over here for the Horde? The Nahir Horde. They have a lot of ships right there. That's pretty tough looking. They got a lot of ships there. 27,000, 23,000. That's not anything I want to tangle with yet. These guys are our buddies, though, so we may want to go in there and help them with that. It would be nice if we could help get rid of the Horde. I think what I want to do, though, is wait until the gateways are built. He's moving. Where's my other one? I know I have one more. Right. Transport guys. Here's the other construction ship. Go right there. So, another piece. Rampaging Crusher Droid. A roving Crusher Droid set up to ambush unwary explorers was encountered by our archaeologists on Raima 5, the ancient and semi-sentient robot ground, hammered into tiny pieces before its rampage could be stopped. Oh. That's funny. Well, that's kind of funny. All right, this science ship. Oh, so we lose our scientist. He dies. That's funny. Research speed plus 5. We'll grab him. Okay. Well, the previous scientist died, so don't do that. That would be a good thing not to do. Okay, that is a bastion, and it doesn't need to be a bastion right there anymore. That was a choke point, and we don't have that anymore. So I'm gonna let's see. But it's got a deep space black site on it. That's not that big of a deal, actually.
Spaceports sustaining damage.
Pirates. Matter decompressor restored. Yes! The spindly ethereal leg beams of the matter decompressor anchor sputter to life. So this is the first part of it, and we have to keep going. Zolbek's Maw. So now we have to take care of that. I want to get this taken care of first, though. Do I just want to take Elthior and destroy this? Downgrade it? Yes, I do. Okay, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do trade, and I'm going to say, you go to here. You go to here. That way everybody's rearranged. You go to there. You go to there. You go to there. Same thing. Alright. Where are these pirates at? We'll find those guys in a minute. Matter decompressor, though. That's the important thing. Oh, it's fully repaired. Oh, when you build them, you have to build them in stages. But this is fully repaired. Look, 2K. Oh my gosh. I could not be more thrilled with that. Oh, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. That is fantastic. And this is a bastion that we need to finish here. It's right here in this wormhole.
Another day, another scientific breakthrough.
Another scientific breakthrough. Love it. Get these short little ones out of here. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's just... Okay, so right there, this is also going to be a bastion. We'll use this as a choke point in case these guys ever decide to turn hostile. This is... Oh yeah, this is a starbase down there. Downgrade that one. I don't want that one to exist for new. Oh no, that's a mistake. I was going to grab trade from here. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Well, let's build it back up. I'm gonna annotate this. It's a trade station. It's going to be used to collect trade, so don't blow it up. You big dummy. Right. Migration treaty proposed. Peace offer between the Synthroid Matrix and the Oban Sancrosect Assembly. How are they looking for power there, the Synthroid Matrix? Fleet power is inferior. Now would be the time to go after them. Can we get our Federation to go after them? That's the question. So if we go for Synthroid Matrix and we say, hey, declare war to end the threat, and these are all of our attackers, will they do it? Vote failed. Oh, rats. So the Mirian Alliance of Colonies. Pirate station raided. See, that's the kind of part of the problem of being in a federation is something like that can happen. So, what's our level here? We're earning negative levels.
Research concluded.
Yeah, we aren't gaining experience each month. That's too bad. Okay. We'll cover that in a second here. I want to look at this treasure chamber. A small hidden treasure chamber was recently uncovered on Derom at the archaeological dig site on Rayima 5. Although most of the found trinkets are of little practical use, they have a substantial energy credit value. Well, that's nice. We gained 1,600 energy credits. The eerie and empty streets of this abandoned planet-wide city still do not betray what happened to the original inhabitants. Posters, yeah, that's the evacuation day one. You know about that. So he's doing that. So the vote failed. Oh, and now we have tons of minerals. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sell bulk some minerals, and we're gonna buy bulk some consumer goods. Because we still haven't righted the ship on those yet. And Hab B can't unlock its next slot yet. This one says, hey, I need more jobs. And it's like, well, you do actually. This costs a crystal to do, so that's going to put us at about -5. This one, clone vats. Yeah, let's put a clone vat down there. Okay. So in the Federation, we're losing Federation because of our cohesion, and the reason it's our cohesion is bad is because we have people in it who are not of like mind as far as ethics and things like that. So it's the Nomad Hegemony, the Lorongo Shipping Alliance. These guys are xenophiles, pacifists, and materialists, and so are we. We're as far as materialist, right there, materialist and authoritarian. So then these guys are fanatic xenophiles and egalitarian. And the Ghost Rohini are also materialist, but they're also xenophiles and egalitarians. So we can assign envoys to help with this. And who do we have? The Lorongo Shipping Alliance. I'm going to take the person from the Lorongo Shipping Alliance and add them to here, because I don't think I need them anymore for the Lorongo Shipping Alliance. Obadan Sync. So that's, I'm just going to stay, that's where I'm going to stay with those guys. So I can assign one envoy. Let's see if it makes this shift at all. A tiny bit. Free and autocratic. He's the current president. These are the members. And here's the problems it says. Opposing ethics within the Federation have a substantial negative effect on the impact of the Federation. And so, because we're authoritarian and these guys are egalitarian, it hurts our Federation. And reforming our government isn't. Dictatorial, imperial, oligarch. Holds an election every 20 years to select a new ruler. We could reform this. Oh, we could go corporate. Imperial. Edict capacity +1. Edict cost -20. What happened if we change this? That doesn't really... It still makes us authoritarian, though. It doesn't change that part of it. We can't change that. So... I think we're just kind of stuck with this for a while unless we boot these guys out or we leave. Or people start assigning envoys to them. Methane Gas Explosion. A methane gas explosion has injured Science Officer Darom and several of the crew. The blast set off when a malfunctioning drill overcharged the generators, which then caught fire. Before the fire could be contained, it ignited some residual methane gas and tore down a wall, revealing a secret system of chambers and tunnels. Our archaeologists believe that they may have belonged to a person of means and note, as they were filled to the brim with precious minerals and art. Wow. Okay. So this person is maimed. Now has the maim trait. Okay. Wow. Battleship hull hit points, which is awesome. Habitat world. Years of improvements to our orbital habitats have led us to create newer and more effective designs. I want to see habitat upgrade.
Research concluded.
Okay, let's try that. Paradise Dome. Admin capacity. This is a repeatable tech. Just keeps allowing you to have higher admin capacity without adding as many bureaucrats. I want the fleet command limit instead right now. Minerals maxed out again, so we can take some and sell them. It's gonna go so fast. It's gonna be awesome. Wow. Okay. Well, what we can do then, since we're making so many minerals, is I don't typically like to do this, but here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy some crystals. Not that many. We're gonna buy about 10 crystals a month.
Construction project concluded.
And what do they buy at 13? So then we're gonna sell like, oh, I don't know. We'll sell like 1,000 of these a month. Because that Dyson. I mean, that matter decompressor is awesome. So, and this is Ascension perk is available, and I know
Special project concluded.
and that gets special project for that. Engineering research. Galactic Wonders. This is the one I want. Research option gain. Ring World, Matter Decompressor, Dyson Sphere. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Alright. What's left on this world? Just more consumer goods than it looks like. Super. Habitat A. So what can we do here? Upgrade habitat. Upgrades this orbital habitat to an advanced habitat. Change the size to 6 from 4. Wow, and it costs 1,000 of those. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, what I'm going to do then is, let's see. Crystal plants are the things we need. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to make this decision and say upgrade it to the number of slots for new districts is equal to 0. Oh, I see. So the number of slots for new districts is equal to 0. Does it mean we got to use up all our districts then? So we have to do like this. And then we'll see. We'll get there. I think that's what that means. Titan says, hey, robot assembly, make us food world, give us immigration, nomad, send artifacts to the museum, Uthan, send artifacts, because we got a bunch of those. We've been getting a bunch of those, actually. Send artifacts to help boost these things. Right there, they got Talkthon Monument. This has got so many jobs. It's a great place to send people. Trappist says, hey, what else do you want me to put on this planet? Well, that's a good question. You might need some luxury houses. Maybe. XP, yeah, losing Federation XP, I know. What do we want to do here? Moderate research sanctions. This planet, do that. Oh yeah. Build these things. What is this? Planetary features bubbling swamp. What's that gives me? Max gas extraction wells, and I put that on there. Okay. In that case, just go with civilian industries. Down here, clone vats, brother. Oh, it's all coming together. Oh, geez, this episode has gone on way too long. Okay, we're going to pause it here. Geez, folks. Well, we fixed a lot of the red things that were up here at the start of the episode, and really what we're left with is consumer goods that we have to keep taking care of. But you can see that, oh, and what is this? Is this, yeah, Synthoid Matrix Fleet. Going to war when you're in a Federation can be a little bit of a bother, and we're losing Federation experience. So the problem here is we'd like to eventually change the laws. You can get the Federation in a position to where you're in charge. You'll always be in charge as long as you're the strongest person, and you can unilaterally declare wars. But it takes a long time to get there. I want to get there because I want to show you how it gets done. But in the meantime, we may be subject to only being able to declare war in a defensive fashion. So for now, everybody, thanks, newbies. I really hope you're getting something out of this. As always, if you like the episode, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a question or comment down below. Try to use a timestamp. And if you really want to support my channel, my Patreon's listed down below in the description. I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.